3:50 in the morning.
A lot of condensation. Well, the day has gotten off to an absolute flyer. The golf cart is dead. It's 3:50 in the morning and we're going for a dawn patrol wreck dive, and I'm going to show you where it all started.
Hey, rescue, rescue,
Happy
rescue.
birthday!
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The water is so calm.
I know, it's beautiful. We are still in Honduras. I thought I would make this week's video about why this place is so special to me. But first, it's my birthday, and on my birthday I like to antagonize my friends by getting them up super early to do a dawn patrol dive. So it's still dark out. We're going to go and hit one of Utila's most iconic dive sites, and by the time we surface it should be sunrise if we've timed it well, and it should be spectacular. So follow me.
Sometimes what you want ain't what you need. Sometimes letting go can make your heart bleed. Sometimes the road ahead seems dark as night. Yeah. Have some faith in yourself, that's the guiding light. You should know that when your dreams have hit the ceiling and fallen back down on the ground, let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes, another swings open, that's life. And not to dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, is just before dawn. You might take a fall, but you can bounce right back. Go to town dressed up like a heart attack, 'cause you know that when your dreams have hit the ceiling and fallen back down on the ground, let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes, another swings open, that's life. And let it dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, it's just before dawn. Yeah. The ceiling and falling back down on the ground, let me tell you, I know the feeling. I used to live in that town. One door closes, another swings open, that's life. And let it dwell upon the darkest hour, they say, it's just before dawn. The darkest hour, they say, it's just before dawn. Just before dawn.
Yeah, that was a beautiful dive, as they really all have been here in Utila. I really do enjoy this island. It is my happy place, and I'd forgotten because it had been a number of years since I'd last been here. just how special this place is to me. So I kind of wanted to make a video about that, kind of a tribute video to one of my favorite spots to dive. You know, we're out here, we've been out here for 9 days, we leave tomorrow, and we're filming for our friends Joe and Sabina off the dock. We've been creating content for them. But I just wanted to take a moment to share with you guys like some of the things that I really love about Utila. First off, obviously, it's a very significant place for me. It's a place where I was born as an instructor. I did my IDC at UDC Dive Center here with the late great Andy Phillips. And that's kind of tinged this return visit with a little bit of melancholy when it comes to thinking about, you know, obviously if he was still here with us, we'd have been going out for dinners, we'd have been going out for drinks, we'd have been doing dives together, all that good stuff. Notice how dives came third on that list, by the way. But, you know, I have so many friends here, not just Sabina and Joe, that still live on Utila, who knew Andy, that in my mind, he's still kept alive from the stories that people tell about him. That was fantastic. It was also fantastic just to see UDC again. It's changed so much since I was here over a decade ago.
That used to be the compressor room. That's where I learned to mix trimix. The bar used to be over there. I learned my equipment servicing class down in the back room there. I learned O2 cleaning in the classroom that was under the office. And the bar used to be there, and that's where we used to be the trivia champions every Wednesday night for 7 weeks consecutive. And then just behind us over there, that's where I did my first ever CCR dive, just down those steps. And then that dock up the top there is where we had our party after I did my IE.
It's a lot more modern, it's a lot more air conditioned, just generally a nicer facility. They've got a purpose-built marina. It's absolutely beautiful now in terms of an actual dive center. And yeah, just the diving here. The diving here in Utila is consistently great. Is it world class? It can be, but all year, every day, rough sea, whatever the weather is, there is at least some great diving here. This morning we dove the wreck of the Halliburton, which is really Utila's only decent wreck dive. And it was sank on purpose as a training ground for students. And it's a great wreck dive, but the reefs here are especially healthy. And we've been out here with Chelsea, who's a marine biologist for NOAA, and she was impressed by the actual coral structures and the health of the reefs out here. Also, like me, having spent time in Utila some time ago and returning to see, to see what it's like nowadays, she was suitably impressed, and that obviously rubbed off on me as well. It's a great place to come with friends and hang out. It's a great place to eat. It's a great place to relax. The food here is fantastic, really authentic. A lot of good restaurants that are cooking, home-style food, not restaurant-style food that's available to the public, and I just love that when I'm out. And yeah, we've just had a great week of just shooting content, working hard, but also relaxing, eating fantastic food, and helping our friends get their project off the ground. So it's kind of weird because first time I was in Utila, it was to become an instructor, and then I went out and got all this experience and worked all over the world, worked on ships and most of the different oceans around the world, and did a whole bunch of diving. And now to come back again as a quote-unquote seasoned professional, I've enjoyed the island just as much. It's definitely a place that I would feel comfortable bringing a group trip back to, and knowing that there was enough diversity in the diving that we could have fun each and every day, and that people could do as much or as little diving as they wanted. And it's also a good place to bring somebody who's a non-diving partner. I'm very lucky that my wife is a diver and loves diving as much as I do. But if you had a non-diving partner, this is also a great place to bring them. And the operation that Sabina and Joe are setting up in terms of their custom programs and all the other water sports and activities that they've got lined up, I think is absolutely phenomenal for a non-diver as well as a diver. So yeah, it's been great to be back. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys don't mind me doing a bit more of a freestyle, vlog style video. I don't really go for this unstructured type too often, but hey, it's my birthday. We've had a fantastic day. I've been up since 3 a.m. and just wanted to share my thoughts on Utila as we're packing up camera gear and getting ready to depart. So I guess the only thing that's left is, seeing as it is actually my birthday, I should probably say cheers. Till next time, ladies and gentlemen, my name's James. This was your Divers Ready video for this week.
Dive safe, dive often.